What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Rambling Garage. Today we're going to take a look at the Z90. I think last you guys saw we put the turn signals on and we had run into a little bit of a spark issue. We did take out all of the points, the condensers. We took a look at all that. We cleaned it all up. The stator, I think it's called, I cleaned that up as well. It was a little dirty, but overall it looked really, really nice. Still having, well, actually right after I did that, it started right up. But then it died again. So I think what we might be running into is either a bad coil or bad grounds, maybe a mixture of both. This thing does have some corrosion on it just from sitting. So that's what we're going to take a look at today. If you take a look down here, I have taken it apart a little bit. Also, one of the things I want to do is get rid of these. These are a little big for our battery. So I'll replace these with some smaller ones. If you look in there, it's kind of hard to see, but even our terminals on this coil are corroded pretty well. And I believe we have a ground point right here. So I'm going to take the ignition box off of this side, which should be pretty easy. I think it's just two little bolts here. And I think there's another ground here. So we're going to take a look at that. I will probably toss another ground on here somewhere just to make sure that we don't have grounding issues, and we'll kind of try and go from there. Yeah, that's kind of that. So try to leave the tank on here. We'll be getting a tank strap eventually. You can see there was one. But we'll leave it on there so we don't have to deal with the gas, and start pulling this off. Alright guys, so we have a ground. One ground was here, which as you can tell, there's like no paint taken off there. And the other ground was here behind the coil mount. Again, not much paint taken off there. So we're going to clean those up, get a bare grounding surface. I might, again, it's got that kind of crappy, that crappy end on it. So I might replace that and put another ground in here, just so we have two grounds for the battery and make sure all is good there. So yeah, we'll clean those up first. Alright, so my good old phone kind of died on me, so I missed some of the process, but we did clean up the back of this ignition control box, and we cleaned that up real nice, and then cleaned the one back up there. So both of those ground points will look nice. Took off the coil and kind of cleaned that up, cleaned up the contacts up here, so no worries up there. So we're going to put that back on, and cleaned here as well, so we'll have a good contact there. So we'll put that back on, replace a couple of these, and see if we have spark. So everything is pieced back together here. We have the ignition box on here and batteries back on. We didn't get to replace these, but I think they're making good contact right now, for the most part at least. I ran out of these ones, so I'll put a new one on these two once I get a couple in here. But I did get this ground wire in, and I think we have a good solid ground now. One of the things I'm going to change is this clear hose, because that is obviously kind of dying a yellow color. I thought that might happen, but thought we'd try it anyway. So I'll just do a black hose there, and we'll be able to see fuel coming through the filter there, and you can see the filter actually caught a little gunk already. So toss a new plug in there as well, and we're just going to see if it'll fire. So I'll put that guy on there. And let's try it out. So nothing yet. I do have an inline spark tester, so we're going to try that out and see if we're at least getting spark. If not, that could be our issue, or we could be running into an issue with fueling, because there's some stuff kind of in the filter. I don't know if the filter up top in the tank got gunked up, so that might be something we address next. So first comes first, we're going to find that inline spark tester, and we'll see if we have any spark that way. So I actually just used a screwdriver to test spark on the block there, and I didn't have any luck. So we're still having a spark issue, so it might not be a grounding issue. So it might be a coil issue. We do have a second coil, but the part numbers weren't the same, so I didn't put that in here. But maybe we'll toss that in there and give that a shot. So we'll probably do that in a later video. I haven't been touching this thing as much as I'd like, but I did want to get a little video in here showing you guys that we're still working on it, still doing that. I will have some different videos coming out soon on some like RC type stuff, which is still car related. So I figured some of you guys might like that, and some of you might not. So we're gonna try it out and see how it does. And yeah, those probably have one of those videos next. But just wanted to give you guys a heads up. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll have more Z90 videos here soon. Hopefully get this thing back running, and we'll have to go from there. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video.